STEAM is an acronym for science, technology, engineering, art, and math. So it's the program is focused around those core areas. STEAM is different from STEM in that we add the element of art, because our students, we want them to know that it's more than they have to be creative to be able to be competitive in these different types of jobs and in the marketplace. So we added the element of art. We have a lot of talented students that they know how to paint, they know how to draw, and so we use those elements within our STEAM camps to enhance that area of art and creativity. How it started was we had recognized that a lot of our college students that were going their first year into college, we recognized that they were having some problems with remediation in the areas of math and the areas also of reading. So we had recognized that only 19% of them were returning their second year for their sophomore year. So we had determined that we needed to look and see what was going on before they started college. And so we looked at the different schools. We saw that because there were so many students in remediation, that maybe they weren't taking the core areas. And so we made a decision that we would start reaching them through the school system.
I like how everybody can just be creative and, actually learn while we do them, and it's just cool to get to know people that you didn't know before. So
what I see us developing curriculum in the future, sharing it with other tribes, sharing it with our own schools that most of our kids go to. But the curriculum that we build is all based around our native culture. There are STEM programs out there, but they are not based upon our native culture. And specifically Comanches, we try to stay as close to our Comanche culture or the Plains culture if we can. Some of the things that we do to add to it is we teach them Comanche. We teach them the language. They will learn in camp at least a dozen words while they're there, because we say them over and over. And pretty soon those kids are starting to say those words. So it's pretty neat how they really enjoy learning our Comanche language. So that's part of it.
We just come out here and learn about our culture. It's really fun. We do a lot of cultural things. We paint, we learn about our language, and the most important thing is we have fun with each other. We learn new people, kind of get to know everyone, meet new people.
Another thing is we've added tutoring where students can learn on a national level, where they don't have to come into the office to be tutored, but they can tutor on a program that is on the internet, and they can learn, just as well. It is geared towards individual learning. So we've added that to it as well. So we're hoping with all these different elements that we can have students that are competitive by the time they get into college, to get into schools like, Harvard, Cambridge, Yale, MIT, or, all kinds of schools that will make them competitive. And then once they graduate, bring them home to where they can come and they can work and they can build, in our tribe, build our economy.
It was a lot of fun. I think a lot of kids had fun in it. They always had us busy, and we learned a lot.
One of the things that I would like to develop, like I said, is curriculum that is based upon our native culture, our Comanche culture, our language, possibly other languages, where it will just fit in to our curriculum, and that maybe possibly national exposure to our curriculum, where people will be calling us and asking us, how did you do this? What can we do to start this and do this with our kids? So, I have a big vision for it. I have a big vision for all of our education programs. And that's what it takes. It takes, just the community buy-in, the administration buy-in, and us doing our best to make sure that all of our children are educated, even those with special needs. And so that's what I would like to see in the future. Next is getting through camp and then looking at our different schools to see where our kids are. And we've already looked at Lawton Public Schools and Indiana Public Schools where our kids are. And we're hoping to see them rise academically. And that takes time.